Good evening. It is the 20th day of December 2025 on Citizen Weekend tonight.
That we are giving them between 48 and 72 hours to do arrest and to bring the situation in Angata, Baragoi and Lolgorian to a peaceable situation.
No movement from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Government imposes curfew in Transmara West and South over clashes.
Naangalia tu after sometimes, maybe after an hour na cheki. Wamemuita ama bado hakuna. Sasa hatujui hii kitu wata consider everybody lean.
No clarity yet why some parents are worried about senior school placement.
Nikabuku nikapigia jamaa kuja anichukue, akakataa. Akasema watu wamejaa, akaniambia wewe harakisha kuna gari hapo, akaniuliza umeona gari, nikasema nimeiona. Akasema umeona basi, umeona watu wamekaa chini, nikasema nimeona wamekaa chini.
Taking advantage of the rush to rural homes, how fraudsters are stealing from festive season travelers.
Nimefika Lungalunga police station. Sinai nikienda Kayore police station, Mihoko police station. Sichagui kaa kwa nyuma kutafuta watoto tu. Sichagui wapata.
Where are our children? Police probe disappearance of 4 children in a suspected child theft syndicate in Nairobi. Good evening, I'm Yvonne Okwara and Yula Nzale is our sign language interpreter. Deputy Inspector General of Police Eliud Lagat has announced a dusk-to-dawn curfew in 15 areas of Transmara South and Transmara West, following the ongoing unrest in Angata Barikoi. Speaking after a special security meeting in Lolgorian, Lagat said all persons in possession of illegal firearms have 72 hours to surrender them or face the full force of the law. And as our reporter Crispin Otieno tells us, one person was shot dead overnight in Angata Barikoi in an attack by suspected criminals, hours after the Rift Valley Regional Commissioner held a multi-agency meeting in the area.
Barely a month after deadly clashes between two communities erupted in Angata Barikoi, national security agencies have imposed a dusk-to-dawn curfew in 15 areas of Transmara South and Transmara West sub-counties. Addressing journalists outside the security headquarters in Lolgorian, Deputy Inspector General Eliud Lagat said a special security operation has been launched to restore normalcy.
We are now moving today to stamp security, to do security operations in some areas. We are going to cassette some areas today, starting today, as disturbed areas, and we are going to put a curfew.
He said no one will be allowed to move outdoors from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the affected areas, as Transmara is said to be gazetted as a disturbed area.
All the inciters, regardless of their status in society, all financials and all criminals, we are going to treat them as criminals, and we are going to arrest them and take them to court.
Areas affected by the curfew in Transmara West, Nkararu, Transmara South, Oldonyorok, Siteti, Ololoma, Kona, Ratiki, Isokon, Kerinkani, Kondamet, Olkiloriti, Angata Barikoi, Kapkeres, Lolgorian Town, Mashangwa, and Sachangwan. The affected residents have expressed mixed reaction to the announcement as travelers and business individuals had hit.
Safiri itaweza kuaffect kwa sababu kila mtu anafaa atoke nje, yani aende nyumbani, makazi, kujificha mpaka kesho asubuhi. So mtu hawezi kujitokesha safiri kwa sababu anaofia. Kama sisi road tunafanya sekta ya matatu, most kama gari yetu ukiona hapa kando inatoka hapa kitu saa 1. So ikifika hiyo saa 1 na wamesema 6, itakuwa sasa hatujapata au customer wenye uvaa tusafirishe kwenda Nairobi. So sisi hapo tutakuwa so much affected.
Kama saizi unapoona saizi tumekwama hapa. Saizi kuna abiria hapa tunangojea escort ya maaskari juu bila escort ya maaskari hatuwezi vuka ng'ambo.
Barely a day after Rift Valley Regional Commissioner ordered the internally displaced persons to go back to their homes, criminals struck again, this time round complicating the situation. And according to DIG Lagat, the dusk to dawn curfew will only be lifted when the security situation shall have stabilized. The curfew was imposed hours after yet another person was fatally shot by unknown criminals around Oldonyorok on Friday night after Rift Valley Regional Commissioner Dr. Abdi Hassan visited the area. The family was headed home in Angata after the graduation of their son from Moi University, Eldoret. The incident left one person dead on the spot, while others sustained gunshot injuries and were rushed to Tenwek Hospital for urgent medical attention.
Sasa imeenda tifi marisasi. Ikapika marisasi tu sasa nikaona dereva imepika kichwa hivi. Kurudi kuangalia dereva damu tu imekuja hivi. Tukamwambia dereva akitusaidia. Usiwache gari. Kimbia. Kumbe dereva ameumia.
So sai kama familia imekuwa pigo. Kwa sababu kama wiki mbili zilizopita tumekuwa na shida. Watu huko Angata tunalia.
So far, 8 people have been confirmed dead following the continued clashes and insecurity in Angata Barikoi, with more than 200 houses razed to ashes. Crispino, TNO Citizen TV, Transmara.
And in related security developments, Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has extended orders designating 13 areas in Marsabit County as, quote, security disturbed and dangerous for an additional 30 days. In a statement, Murkomen says the extension will start on Tuesday, December 23rd, starting 6:30 p.m. This extension follows consultations with the National Security Council amid ongoing stability concerns in the north-affected areas that fall within the Hilo area, within Dabel location, including Hilo Gorgora, Hilo Orofa, Hilo Walkite, Hilo Tanzania, Hilo Ires Abarmatile, and Hilo Gutulocals with firearms locals with firearms are required to surrender them immediately to the nearest police stations or National Government Administration Office. The government is advising Kenyans to avoid unnecessary travel into or within the areas designated and less essential. A section of parents have expressed dissatisfaction over the placement of their children who are set to join senior secondary schools in January. Most of the parents who received the messages on Saturday questioned the criteria used in the placement of learners. The Ministry of Education has, however, indicated that the revision window will be open from the 23rd of December to allow the fielding and resolution of grievances. Laura Otieno reports.
After days of waiting, Peter Dianga is a worried man. Like other parents across the country, Dianga had hoped to access his daughter's placement message on Friday. The 7th attempt on Saturday still yields the same results, flagging the assessment number as invalid.
Now the assessment number hiyo ni the same imeleta mashule. The assessment number ni the same ile imeleta mpaka results. I can no longer answer my child call. Sauri nitamueleza nini? Amejua alipita, amejua ingefaa awe placed in a school. Hiyo shule hatuoni.
The Ministry of Education had announced the dissemination of the placement messages beginning Friday. Some of the parents who have received the messages have, however, questioned the rationale of the placement, as some of their children have been placed in these schools outside their counties of residence.
Inasemekana penye mtoto ameitwa ni hapo ndio mtoto anaenda. So hata akiitwa Naivasha, hata kiitwa Amerika, tunaweza peleka mtoto huko. Hatuwezi pata shule penye ako karibu na wewe. Tubadilishiwe shule before ifike kesho, tuende Krismasi kama tuko na uwezo ya kutafuta shule kwa mwenye wanaweza.
National school itakuwa roughly kama najua 50-something,000. Ni kama hiyo siwezi. Si yafaa watueleze the result tujue mapema. In any case, hiyo itanishinda nijue. Naweza nikampeleka shule gani ile inafanya STEM.
Basic Education PS Julius Bitok has, however, indicated that the ministry placed all learners according to the schools they had selected earlier and in line with the appropriate pathways. However, a one-week window will be opened on 23rd of December to allow for revisions. The PS also indicated that 512,000 learners have been placed on the STEM pathway, with the Arts and Sports pathway getting the least number of learners at 11%. For parents like Dianga, the ministry has advised that they visit their respective junior schools for further assistance. Until then, he clutches his pulse, hoping that by January 12th, his daughter will be admitted to a senior secondary school that will enable her live up to the aspirations of the competency-based curriculum.
I don't know penye watamplace.
Laura Otieno, Citizen TV.
Christmas is here, and the annual exodus to rural homes is in full swing as thousands of Kenyans travel upcountry for the festive season. However, the rush has also opened the door for fraudsters targeting unsuspecting travelers. Several passengers have already fallen victim to fake online booking schemes, with scammers posing as legitimate bus companies. Thousands of fraudulent social media pages have been created, luring travelers with promises of easy and seamless bookings. Many passengers seeking to avoid ticketing offices are instead falling prey to these elaborate online scams. Citizen TV's Ben Kirui has the details.
It is that time of the year again when thousands of Nairobi residents throng major bus termini. Eager to travel upcountry for Christmas celebrations, bus termini are already experiencing a surge in passengers scrambling for tickets, a rush that has created fertile ground for online scammers, targeting travelers who prefer digital bookings over physical visits to bus company offices.
Kwa majina naitwa Kennedy Wanyonyi kutoka Bungoma.
Kennedy Wanyonyi is one such victim. He was preparing to travel to Bungoma for a burial and to spend the festive season with family when his journey was cut short before it even began. Seeking convenience, Wanyonyi opted to book a Green Line bus ticket online, unaware that he was falling into a carefully laid trap.
Jana nilikuwa nasafiri. Nilipata hii namba kwa mtandao tu, au matapeli waliniambia wanafanya kwa Green Line, but kumbe si wafanye kwa Green Line.
Through the social media platform TikTok, he obtained a contact number from a page masquerading as Green Line Safari's executive bus. He followed the booking instructions and sent payment, which was received by an individual identifying himself as Hilary Langat, who claimed to be a Green Line employee.
Hawa watu niliwapata kwa mtandao tu TikTok. Sasa ndio nikachukua nikakujumini nilikuwa mgeni, nilikuwa sijui kwa hiyo ofisi. Sasa ndio nikachukuanga hizo namba nikajaribu kupiga, wakaniambia wako OTC.
Green Line Royal Company management has since raised the alarm, saying cases of fraud have surged over the past week. More than 7 passengers have reportedly visited the company's offices ready to travel, only to discover that they did not make legitimate bookings.
Tumekuwa na hizo visa mingi sana. Kila wakati watu wanaingia wako na wrong messages. Wametumiwa, wengine wanapromptiwa. Wakija hapa hivi unapata actually they have not booked our vehicle.
Watu wanajaribu kutaka kuvuna zaidi mahali ambapo wajapanda.
Pesa zote niliosha zote zikaisha kwa simu. Nimekabaki tuna 49 shillings peke yake.
The victims are drawn from different parts of the country. The company has urged customers to use official and verified booking channels, warning that fake pages are rampant across social media platforms, particularly Facebook. In some cases, fraudsters go as far as using photos of legitimate staff members to gain the trust of unsuspecting passengers.
Wameka picha yangu pale, ukienda mtandao umegenerate picha, wameka pale, wameka picha yangu, kanatangaza.
Official website ni greenlinesafaris.com.
Concerns are mounting that similar incidents could rise as the Christmas rush to upcountry destinations peaks. Passengers are being urged to remain vigilant and to thoroughly verify their bookings before making any travel arrangements. Ben Kirui, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
Police are investigating the disappearance of 4 children taken by unknown people in Nairobi's Pipeline and Huruma estates in a suspected child trafficking syndicate. The children aged between 1 and 8 have been missing for the last 10 days under unclear circumstances. Franklin Wala reports.
It has been an agonizing 10 days for the family of Marceline Kemunto. The young mother has known no peace since her only children, Owen Mauti and Alan Onduso, were taken away by unknown persons on the 10th of December. The children had accompanied their mother at her workplace where she operates a kiosk selling second-hand clothes within Pipeline Estate. She says a man posing as a client visited her shop interested in purchasing clothes from her. But as she attended to him, his accomplice walked away with her 2 children. She believes the buyer was part of the plot to steal her children.
Kuamka kila siku kutembea kila police station. Nimefika Lungalunga police station. Sinai nikienda Kayore police station. Mihoko police station. Sichagui kwa nyuma kutafuta watoto tu. Sichagui wapata. Wawili na wajirani mmoja. Walikuwa watoto 3.
Alongside her 2 children was her friend's child Jezreel Giona, who also got lost at the same time and place.
Hiyo tu kupata customer, kumalizana na customer mmoja kutoka, the babies were missing. Hivyo 3.
Apparently, the people who stole Alan and Owen also took away Jezreel. The 2 parents operated kiosks next to each other at the same place.
Hiyo mdogo pia anajua namba yangu ya simu. Wote wanajua namba yangu ya simu. Watu wanajua kuongea.
Kuna watoto wengine ama walikuwa watu?
Ni watu wawili, sina wengine.
The 2 parents reported the cases at Kware police station in Embakasi. Police say they took crucial details of the stolen children and circulated the same to all police stations. No arrests have been made, but investigations are ongoing.
We have as well circulated the names and the other particulars of the 3 children to all police stations within the Republic of Kenya. And I would like to urge the parents of the school-going children that they need to be very careful at this period, this December holiday. We have a lot of children moving around, so the younger ones are supposed to be taken care of by their parents.
A few kilometers in Huruma, we meet with the family of Mohammed Abdi. Abdi, who was 1 year and 3 months at the time he went missing, has never been seen since the 26th of October 2025. The family says on the day Abdi was taken away, there was a suspicious woman who was present during a wedding ceremony in Kiamaiko. As her mother prepared food, this woman was captured on camera convincing Abdi's elder sister. She gave the girl 20 shillings and sent her to a nearby shop. In the midst of that confusion, she quickly took away the toddler and disappeared.
Sister yake mdogo huyo hapo ndio alimwambia mama yake ati kulikuwa na aunti fulani alikuja akampatia shilingi 20, nikamwambia we enda nunua suti, unaona, ndio akachukua mtoto. Sasa tuliripoti hapa hii Huruma police station.
The 3 families are now appealing for information on the whereabouts of the 4 male children whose mysterious disappearance has left them devastated. They hope the children will soon be found safe and that police will crack on the suspected child trafficking syndicate within Nairobi. Franklin Wala, Citizen TV.
Detectives from the Directorate of Criminal Investigations visited another hotel in Karen, Nairobi County, where the late former Lugari Member of Parliament reportedly spent time with close allies hours before being involved in a fatal accident in Naivasha. Persons of interest interrogated by the police include the owner of the premises and staff on duty who attended to him. Seth Olale with the latest update on the late Jirongo's death probe.
Police probing the death of the late Lugari MP Cyrus Jirongo extended their investigations to Park Place Hotel, also situated in Karen, Nairobi County, where the former Minister for Regional Development visited during the fateful day. It is also reported that the late Jirongo frequented Park Place Hotel with close friends and close allies on numerous occasions, including the fateful day before being involved in the fatal accident. Detectives spent the better part of Saturday daytime interrogating persons of interest, including the hotel owner and staff. The owner of Park Place Hotel declined to speak to the media, stating that the matter is still under investigation. Other than Park Place Hotel, police have also questioned persons of interest at Oasis Karen Plains Hotel, where the late Jirongo reportedly visited hours before his demise through a tragic accident at Karai, Naivasha, Nakuru County. The ongoing investigations continue, even as the family of the late legislator demand answers from the police over the circumstances that led to the former minister dying in a fatal accident in Naivasha. Seth Olale, Citizen TV.
Watamu and Garissa residents are protesting government-backed affordable housing projects, raising concerns over environmental damage and possible displacement. In Watamu, locals and investors say the project threatens the town's last public park, while in Garissa, residents fear eviction from land they say they have occupied for decades. Our reporter Dennis Otieno has the details.
In Watamu, Kilifi County, residents and tourism operators are protesting the proposed construction of an affordable housing project on what they say is the town's only remaining public park. The site, located at the Watamu Chief's office grounds, is home to mature neem trees and serves as a public meeting space, widely seen as the first impression for visitors arriving in the resort town. Residents warn that cutting down the trees and putting up housing units will permanently damage the environment and erode Watamu's appeal as a tourism destination.
Hizo nyumba zitakazojengwa hapa hatujaelezwa, hasa environmental impact assessment ya NEMA haijatuzungumzia kuhusu vipi mjengo utakuwa hapa, vipi waste management itafanyika. Ni nyumba
bado Watamu tuko na ardhi nyingi, kama serikali najua mwezi shindwa kununua ardhi. Tuko na maeneo kama vile Jakaranda, Kanani, Uyombo, Dabaso, Gede.
It brings me great sorrow to see what is being planned right in front of a focal point where the tourists first arrive in Watamu, expecting a lovely beach holiday with lovely people, and all they're going to see is a block of ugly-looking flats. What a shame, what an absolute shame.
Hundreds of kilometers away in Garissa County, residents of the public works area have also taken to the streets over fears of eviction linked to phase 2 of an affordable housing project. They claim the housing project is being used as a cover to grab government land and are now appealing to authorities to allocate them alternative land to settle.
Na hatutakubali hiyo maneno, watu wakuje watupokonye ardhi, wavurushe watu bila kufuata kuangalia sheria.
Wengi hapa wamelela hapa, wamezaliwa hapa. Swali moja nataka kuuliza. Wenye watu wamekaa hapo for all those years, kuna ile watu hata kama kuna kuhamishwa, kuna ile watu wanaambiwa wajipange.
Na isitoshe naye sahi hatuna masaa ya kuhama, hakuna, sisi hatuhami. Tunakaa hapa kama hivyo, serikali watusaidie land ambayo watupee land ambayo tunakaa.
In both regions, residents insist development should not come at the expense of the environment or the displacement of long-standing communities. Dennis Otieno, Citizen TV.
The Nairobi County government has ordered high-rise developers in Kileleshwa to pay for repairs to damaged public infrastructure, including walkways and sewer lines. The directive follows a complaint by the Embassy of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, which says nearby construction has blocked water and sewage flow, triggering an environmental crisis. Here's Willie Lusige.
With high-rise buildings cropping up across Nairobi, developments in Kileleshwa are raising serious environmental and infrastructure concerns. This is sewage flooding the path leading to the entrance of the residence of the Embassy of the Netherlands Kingdom. In a formal complaint to Nairobi County, the embassy says construction of a nearby high-rise has blocked the flow of water and sewage, putting its Game Lane residents at risk of flooding, raising serious environmental and public health concerns. The embassy also says walkways and sewer lines have been destroyed by the construction and is demanding immediate action from relevant authorities. Other parts of Kileleshwa have not been spared. At Dik Gardens, residents say high-rise developments have destroyed walkways, interfered with sewer lines, and are discharging waste into the nearby Kirichwa Ndogo River.
When these buildings are coming up, they don't think the council has taken into consideration about the water, the sewage. So now the sewer just spills into the river. And we notified the council or the Nairobi Water. They came and checked. They said they'll come back, but despite so many reminders, they have failed to do so.
With residents now calling on Nairobi County to intervene and halt all construction until the issues are addressed.
Such construction where they come with a lot of damage done to the road and pavements, and probably enforcing repairs after conclusion of the work is probably something that can be done.
So we'd like to ask the county and also those other ones like NCA and NEMA put a pause to the development, to the construction, until they address these issues that the residents are addressing here in Dik and also in the wider Kileleshwa area.
Nairobi County says it has issued enforcement notices and ordered developers who damaged public infrastructure to pay for repairs.
The flooding, which is around the Embassy of Netherlands, there was illegal, dumping of raw sewer upstream. So consequently, enforcement notices have been served to about 3 properties. We are going to make it mandatory that was we issue approvals for development. One of the conditions of those approvals is to restore the infrastructure to a condition that you found it.
Willy Lusige, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
All right, let's take a break here on Citizen Weekend. Plenty to come, including this.
Brings me great sorrow to see what is being planned right in front of a focal point where the tourists first arrive in Watamu, expecting a lovely beach holiday with lovely people, and all they're going to see is a block of ugly-looking flats.
Disquiet over government plans. Residents of Garissa and Watamu protest planned building of affordable housing units.
Oskiniko na mango passion, apple na ka tropical. Oskiniko na
Mod, assisi city girl, and I set it for you. Don't gonna juicy vibes, some passion for two. Masose masambu, twezi kosa poka juice. Yangwe kujeka iko cool, neza donjwa po kwa pool. You want a mango one, come take it from me. Apple na kuja nae, so you juice it for me. So you juice it for me, so you juice it for me. Can you juice, so you choose, and you juice it for me.
My skin is my identity, my strength. It's unique and deserves care made specially for me. Nivea Radiant and Beauty Even Glow, enriched with 95% pure vitamin C and pearl extract for visibly radiant and even-toned skin in just 2 weeks. Nivea Radiant and Beauty Even Glow. Skin is for celebrating my shade of beautiful. Nivea is for skin.
Tomorrow on Sunday Live. Citizen Planet. Our language does all of this and more. The more the milk, the better the chai. Chai Kweli in a Brookside Dairy Best.
His future starts here. The boy can now join a community that nurtures his passion and prepares him for a successful man. With a range of academic programs, extracurricular activities, An environment fully charged to empower excellence. Admissions are ongoing. Merisho School, home of the boy child.
Msimu wa Krismasi ni msimu wa kuja pamoja kusherekea. Chakula kitamu ni kiungo muhimu sana kwa raha ya familia. Asante wa Kenya kwa kuchagua unga wa Raha Premium Kavagara, Raha Premium Ngano na Joymax Mwivoko Flour na kutufanya kuwa nambari 1 kote nchini. Asante sana kwa distributors na wauzaji wetu wote Kenya nzima kwa kuhakikisha kuna raha katika kila familia. Joy Millers Limited inakutakia Krismasi iliyo na raha na mwaka mpya wenye mafanikio.
FOMO? We say no more FOMO. Not when you have happy hour. Scroll, stream, post, and play endlessly. It's your time for unlimited fun. Because when you have the happy hour bundle, you can do kila kitu. This is huge. At only 19 bob for 1 hour or 45 bob for 3 hours. All you have to do is download and use my Airtel app or simply dial *544#. Always be in the know. Buy the happy hour bundle today. Now bado tuna grow. Airtel.
Mimi nasema ugali ya Lea haikuwangi complicated. Ukienda kwa duka tu, ukienda kwa super tu, kwa afya bora ya jamii, ungapoa ni Lea tu.
Guys, mwezeni wait?
Lea Premium, si complicated. Kupika Lea Premium, si complicated. Unabai, unapika, unashiba. Lea Premium.
Lea Premium Flour, nurturing the world. Available in a store near you.
Royal Mabati Factory Limited brings Christmas to your home. Get corrugated and box profile at 396 per meter, brick tile at 456 and Roman tile at 500. Relax at home and enjoy free delivery countrywide. Call us on 0722 638383 or order now at www.royalmabati.com.
Whenever you fly to space or take your first step as baby, SoftCare always stays with you.
New SoftCare Space Series is rooted from space technology. Keeps you dry and comfortable for 12 hours long. Offers you the most effective protection during your space journey.
SoftCare. Protect your leap.
At St. Peter and Anne Medical Center, Ruaka, we believe healthcare is more than treatment. It's trust and unmatched care. Available 24/7 for emergency response and critical care, we are committed to investing in top-tier dental and imaging services. Utilizing advanced ultrasound and X-ray diagnostics guarantees precision at every stage of the process. Our inpatient wards offer comfort, safety, and compassion. Our modern laboratory delivers results you can trust. St. Peter and Anne Medical Center, here when you need us most. Your health is our priority.
Ordinary Kenyans are winning big every day with Jipange na View Sasa. Over 3 million shillings already awarded. You can also be our lucky winner. Simply subscribe to View Sasa from as low as 50 bob through paybill number 724177, account number, your telephone number. Watch your favorite shows and you could be our daily, weekly and even the grand prize winner of 2 million Kenya shillings.
Nikisema View, mnasema Sasa. View.
The more you subscribe and watch, the more your chances of winning. Simply subscribe to View Sasa through paybill number 724177, account number, your telephone number. Jipange na View Sasa. Subscribe, watch and get rewarded.
Jipange na View Sasa.
body is evidence that I've brought 2 beautiful children to life.
I know this is not what you want to hear, but Mom is right.
This Sunday, Uliza Daktari cuts through the noise to give you the wellness blueprint.
Welcome Naivas Kikwetu to your home this year. Tunasherekea customers wetu Kikwetu kila siku.
It was designed as an aid for those who failed to rise to the occasion.
This is a prescription-only drug.
Over time, the blue pill has turned into a dangerous and deadly dependency. Its easy availability is now a growing public health concern. This Sunday, Gatete Njoroge hits the streets to uncover how the blue pill is being sold freely and why experts warn its misuse could be taking away not just intimacy, but lives from Kenyan bedrooms.
Welcome back. Now, plans are underway within government to securitize yet another levy. This time, the Railway Development Levy Fund to finance the extension of the standard gauge railway from Naivasha to Kisumu. The move is part of a broader strategy to raise financing for costly infrastructure projects from domestic and international markets without increasing public debt. Here now is Jasmine Wamboi with the details.
The government's plan to extend the standard gauge railway beyond Naivasha has entered a new phase shaped to a large extent by domestic fiscal pressures. The government intends to expand the SGR that currently terminates in Naivasha from the port of Mombasa, leaving a 468-kilometer gap to the Ugandan border at Malaba. That gap has persisted for years, largely because of financing constraints.
It's a big project. It will cost us anything up to 400 billion Kenya shillings. And we need to do that because we are linking up to Uganda. Uganda are already working on that side.
To fund the extension from Naivasha to Kisumu, the government now wants to securitize nearly 90% of the railway development levy.
And we are doing a bit of going to Parliament to amend some section of the Miscellaneous Fees and Levies Act to allow us to be able to sell a portion of that levy.
This levy, charged at 2% on all imported goods, has been in place since 2013. The National Treasury says that in the last financial year, collections from the levy amounted to 36.8 billion shillings. It is dedicated to the development of rail infrastructure. Officials say that while the levy provides a steady revenue stream, it is not sufficient on its own to complete the railway within a short time frame.
We want to raise about 3.9 billion US dollars to be able to build that link. And a lot of work has been done. So as we open the new year, we are opening with very exciting programs.
The financing approach follows earlier efforts to secure external funding, including engagement with China during President William Ruto's visit in April this year. However, the turn to securitization reflects caution from external lenders amid growing concerns on the country's debt sustainability. The Railway Development Levy Fund is the latest in a series of public funds targeted for securitization. The government has already securitized the Road Maintenance Levy Fund and plans to eventually securitize 4 funds in total, including the Sports Fund and the Tourism Fund. Jasmine Wamboi, Citizen TV.
A family in Gede Shume village in Kilifi County is appealing to the government to help them repatriate the body of their loved one who died under mysterious circumstances in Saudi Arabia, where she was working. Jacinta Mweni Mwinde died in November, and her death has raised many questions after she collapsed and passed away 4 days later. Francis Mtalaki reports.
For more than a month now, the family of 45-year-old Jacinta Mweni has been mourning her death
after she passed away in Saudi Arabia. Jacinta's family says she left the country in 2012 in search of greener pastures, but communication with her was cut off earlier this year. On November 7th, they received a phone call informing them that Jacinta had collapsed and passed away 4 days later.
Nafikiri ilikuwa tarehe 7. Tukapigiwa simu na bosi mwenye alikuwa anamfanyia kazi. Akasema huyu ameanguka, amepoteza fahamu. Sasa nimempeleka hospitali. Huko anapata matibabu lakini hali yake si nzuri.
The news shattered the family. The sole breadwinner of this home and mother of 2 children has left behind many unanswered questions about the cause of her death. Efforts to repatriate her body to Kilifi have hit a dead end. Despite digging the grave and covering it with coconut leaves in anticipation that Jacinta's body will be laid to rest soon, the family remains in limbo. Those hopes are fading away after the family was given until Sunday to pay 360,000 shillings, failure to which Jacinta's body will be buried in Saudi Arabia.
Kutoka hiyo tarehe 12 hatujawahi pata msaada wa kuleta mwili. Tulikuwa tunapata tuzo habari kwamba process kule ikiisha mwili utaletwa Kenya. Tusifanye shida, tumesubiri mpaka huo muda wote. Juzi ndio tunaambiwa process imeisha na tunatakiwa kulipa 360,000 ndio mwili uweze kuletwa Kenya.
The family is now appealing to the government to help them raise the required funds and facilitate the return of their loved one's body for burial at their home in Gede, Kilifi County. Francis Mtalaki, Citizen TV.
Indeed, let's take our second break here on the program tonight. Plenty ahead.
Sikae chini, maisha yangu yote ni kusimama.
The Nyandarua man who is unable to sit down and can only stand or lie down due to injuries sustained in an accident. Details after this break.
Tomorrow on Sunday Live, Citizen Planet. Our language does all of this and more. The more the milk, the better the chai. Chai Kweli in a Brookside Dairy Best.
At Brookhurst International Schools, we don't just educate, we inspire futures. From early years, preparatory, secondary to A-level, students build strong foundations for the global stage. Our learners access over 100 universities worldwide through diploma programs such as the International Foundation Diploma and the International Baccalaureate Diploma. With world-class academics, dedicated educators, and a values-driven environment, Brookhurst becomes a home away from home. Enroll today. Visit our Lavington or Kiserian campus.
Hire the right people at home and pay them their dues. Don't pay minimum wage, pay living wage. There's a big difference. This idea of going home up country to get someone who doesn't even know how to flush a bathroom, a toilet. It is wrong. If your goal is to do that so you can pay them peanuts, for sure, you will have more risks than you imagine. So that's the other thing. So hire someone at home or the people you need around you to build that ecosystem so that you do the signature things that only you can do.
Watch this story and more. Download the Citizen Digital app or visit www.citizendigital.com and find the Citizen Originals portal.
Kenya's #1 app, Citizen Digital.
Sometimes I need a fragrance to keep me calm, stays fresh in the heat and feels elegant into the night, lasting longer than expensive perfumes. New Downy, lavender calm, sunrise fresh and sweet elegance, freshness that inspires confidence.
Na kuungamia Mungu Mwenyezi, nanyi ndugu zangu, kwani nimekosa mno kwa mawazo, kwa maneno, kwa vitendo na kwa kutotimiza wajibu. Nimekosa mimi, nimekosa sana. Ndio maana na kuomba Maria mwenye heri, Bikira daima, malaika na watakatifu wote, nanyi ndugu zangu, niombeeni kwa Bwana Mungu wetu. Mungu Mwenyezi atuhurumie, atusamehee dhambi zetu, atufikishe kwenye uzima wa milele. Amina.
Dial *811*447# to get ungamo la dhambi.
For reactions like this, you need something special. That one extra touch that makes everybody go wow. For meals with friends and family, make it memorable with Kikoman.
Tired of late rides and shady charges? Itisha Wigo. Na Wigo, you get more than just a ride. Unapata on-time pickups, gari safi na fresh every time. Ride V-Smart, ride V-Safe, na Wigo. Download the app now, ama SMS Wigo to 2045. Wigo, your trusted ride.
KCSE graduate. Want to become a medic? Train at Jordan College of Technology. Enroll in our School of Medical and Health Sciences for courses like mortuary science, orthopedic and trauma medicine, perioperative theater, caregiver, dental surgery, biomedical engineering, nutrition, health records, healthcare support, community health, science lab, and more. We boast modern, well-equipped skills labs, co-curricular activities, and have partnered with key hospitals for clinical rotations and attachments. Apply today for our January intake and train with the best. Visit us at our new ultra-modern campus, Jordan Towers, Thika Town. Jordan College of Technology, the leading TVET and medical institution in Kenya.
Welcome to Boma Mabati Factory, the winners of 2025 roofing solutions. All our products come with warranty and are kept certified. Be part of our many satisfied customers by visiting us to enjoy great discounts. Boma Mabati Factory, Mabati Poa, near Boma.
Faster speeds, safe and secure. Over 50 million Kenyans. One network. Safaricom. Popote ulipo.
Bic Crystal, get a pen you can rely on. Are you a Kenya government civil servant na uko na emergency? Usijibox kwa noma. Borrowing on MyMobi has never been easier. Simply register, apply, approve, and get your cash in minutes. Dial *531# and get up to 20,000 shillings to sort your emergency and pay from your next payslip. No paperwork, no drama. Ni wewe tu na simu yako. With MyMobi, now you're in control.
My body is evidence that I've brought two beautiful children to life.
I know this is not what you want to hear, but Mom is right.
This Sunday, Uliza Daktari cuts through the noise to give you the wellness blueprint.
Welcome Naivas Kikwetu to your home this year. Tunasherekea customers wetu Kikwetu kila siku.
Imagine living with a condition that prevents you from sitting down for nearly 2 decades. The only movement you can make is standing or laying down. This is the reality of life for 52-year-old Harun Ngarariga in Nyandarua. Harun suffered devastating spinal injuries that have condemned him to a life of difficulty, as he has been unable to raise funds for a surgery that could change his life. Brenda Wanga reports.
For most of us, the simple act of sitting down is as natural as breathing, a moment of rest, reflection, or connection. But for Harun Ngarariga, that simple act has been an impossibility for 2 decades. In that period, this walking stick has been his companion, aiding him take step after step. At 52, Harun carries a story etched into every careful movement, a story of an injury that stole his ability to sit but couldn't break his spirit.
In 1999, nilikuwa ninalima mahali kunaitwa kwa Kiongo, nikaaguka, nikagongwa mgongo. Sasa maisha yangu yote ni kusimama, sikai chini, maisha yangu yote ni kusimama.
The initial fall was devastating, but it was an unfortunate incident, pulling a heavy cart that exacerbated the damage, leaving his spine permanently misaligned. The solution, a surgery that Aaron couldn't afford.
Inasemekana hii inaitwa, nasikiaga wakiita L1 iliisha. Sasa nikienda kukaa chini, hii mfupa ingine yote inakuja inaigia hapa. Sasa niliambiwa itolewe hiyo yote, niwekwe chuma ndio iweze kucontrol, iweko control ndio niweze kukaa chini.
Harun's world is defined by this constant physical struggle. When he has to travel, he usually requests drivers to allow him to use a front seat where he can lay down.
Hata watu wetu, watu wangu, marafiki wamenitoroka. Sababu wakiniona, wanaona tu kama mtu wa kuomba. Wakiniona hivi, hata nikipigia mwenzangu simu, hawezi chukua.
The physical pain is immense, but Harun speaks of an even deeper wound, the pain of isolation. His wife and children left him when his situation worsened. Yet, Harun refuses to be a burden. He hawks light goods, earning just enough to survive, his dignity intact.
Kwa vile tunashikiliana, kuinuana, kitu kidogo kama ni hayo matibabu ya huwa naenda, tunashangisha kila msaada yote ile inapatikana.
According to a medical report, Kinyua requires an implant between his pelvic bone and the spine to enable him to sit down. For now, Harun continues to stand, waiting, not just for a miracle surgery, but for a world that truly sees and embraces him, even in his time of need. Brenda Wanga, Citizen TV.
2 decades of being that way. We hope he gets the help he so desperately requires. Royal Media Services and their partners Faraja Cancer Support Trust held a special Christmas visit at the Kenyatta National Hospital yesterday afternoon that targeted the children's and cancer wards. The visit was aimed at spreading the festive cheer ahead of the holidays to various families.
Kenyatta National Hospital in Nairobi. Royal Media Services team in partnership with Faraja Cancer Support Trust showed up with donations sealed with love and hope. All this in the spirit of giving back this festive season. Members of staff representing various Royal Media Services departments took part in the exercise. Director for Marketing and Digital Transformation, Carol Washira, reiterated the company's commitment to support the community.
Our responsibility as Royal Media Services goes way beyond the business that we are in, and that's what brings us to Kenyatta National Hospital today, to stand with our audiences by way of spending time with the children here in the cancer ward.
The team together with Faraja Cancer Support Trust volunteers, engaged in various creative activities with the children as a way of creating awareness on childhood cancer.
Cancer care is not just with the treatment, it's a community where we spend time, we show community, we show love to everyone who is affected by it. And every child deserves a Christmas, so asante sana.
The initiative also enhanced psychosocial support to families dealing with the cancer journey based at the facility.
So it's just a moment to help them and just to help them be distracted a bit from the process as a way of assuring them that the future is still bright.
Royal Media Services has been lending media support to the initiative that impacts thousands of Kenyan families and audiences countrywide. Anne Mwendwa, Citizen TV.
Tomorrow on Sunday Live, Citizen Planet. Our language does all of this and more. The more the milk, the better the chai. Chai Kweli in a Brookside Dairy Best.
Great futures don't just happen, they are built. And yours begins the moment you choose the right place to grow. At Machakos Institute of Technology, we transform ideas into skills and dreams into real careers. Join a community where innovation thrives and success is a culture. Intake is ongoing. Call us on 0722-973-271. Machakos Institute of Technology. Skills for today, power for tomorrow.
Welcome to Boma Mabati Factory, the winners of 2025 Roofing Solutions. All our products come with warranty and are kept certified. Be part of our many satisfied customers by visiting us to enjoy great discounts. Boma Mabati Factory, Mabati Poa, near Boma.
We sat with our partner GIZ and we came up with a program that we were calling SME Resilience, kusaidia zile biashara zilikuwa zimefungwa ndio zifunguliwe tena.
They have taught us a lot. I didn't know something called BNC, how I should run my business.
When I talk about financial inclusion, job creation and enterprise development, that really sits well with our core business as the bank.
This Christmas, Kidani wants to celebrate you, the homeowners, the fundi, and everyone that has built with us this year. From the 11th to the 22nd of this month, Kidani has got amazing deals and gifts just for you. Not forgetting about the Kidani gift hamper.
And as we wrap up the year, we want to appreciate you for choosing a brand that keeps its word. This season is about gratitude, families, and building homes that stand strong.
The Loop Shopping Festival is on. Shop more, save more. Enjoy up to 20% cashback when you pay with Loop across our partner merchants. You could get up to 5,000 bob back. Download Loop today. Discover great deals and start saving. Why wait? Loop it.
This is Glee Nairobi Hotel. Why go to Dubai when you can just come here? We've got everything you need other than the beach. Come experience Glee.
bora huanza na chakula bora.
The Loop Shopping Festival is on. Shop more, save more. Enjoy up to 20% cashback when you pay with Loop across our partner merchants. You could get up to 5,000 bob back. Download Loop today. Discover great deals and start saving. Why wait? Loop it.
Sometimes you are overwhelmed and think one person can't do much. But then there's always this special moment. I am there, fully and completely for this patient, with all my knowledge and skills. Because his life is at stake.
Please donate to a medical care in Kenya. We are here for each other. Dial *275#.
My body is evidence that I've brought 2 beautiful children to life.
I know this is not what you want to hear, but Mom is right.
This Sunday, Uliza Daktari cuts through the noise to give you the wellness blueprint.
Welcome Naivas Kikwetu to your home this year. Tunasherekea customers wetu Kikwetu kila siku.
It was designed as an aid for those who failed to rise to the occasion.
This is a prescription-only drug.
Over time, the blue pill has turned into a dangerous and deadly dependency. Its easy availability is now a growing public health concern. This Sunday, Gatete Njoroge hits the streets to uncover how the blue pill is being sold freely and why experts warn its misuse could be taking away not just intimacy, but lives from Kenyan bedrooms.
Shabana FC stormed to the second position in the Kenya Premier League after thrashing KCB 3-1 in the only Kenya Premier League match played at the Kasarani Stadium. Shabana were in the mood early in the match, notching the opener from a dead ball finished off by Kevin Nyabuto in the 14th minute. 10 minutes later, Humphrey Obina doubled the lead from another dead ball, this time a direct free kick. Shabana led 2-0 at the break, then KCB were back in the game with the deflected goal by Kelvin Etemesi in the 49th minute. With KCB pushing for an equalizer, Shabana scored the third in the 62nd minute with youngster Ezekiah Omuri beating the offside trap. Shabana trailed Gor Mahia on goal difference at the top of the league, though Gor have 2 games in hand. The Kenya Academy of Sports holiday camps have concluded in 7 regions across the country after 10 days of intensive training across 12 disciplines. The Principal Secretary in the State Department for Sports, Elijah Mwangi, was the chief guest at the closing ceremony in the Nyeri camp. Mwangi says the holiday camps run by the Kenya Academy of Sports with coaches from the national federations will be boosted by the sports academies that will now be increased from 37 to 87. The additional 40 will be commissioned in 2026. The third year of the long holiday camps has seen the number of athletes increase, with the academy now setting up the camps in new areas like Wajir. This is to ensure that young athletes get equal opportunities for scouting for the elite camp that picks only 600 athletes from a pool of more than 4,000. The elite camp will be held in 2026 at the end of the first term in the school calendar.
We expect to keep this program alive because we have seen the transformation it has brought to our young men and women. Essentially, majority of them, apart from the exposure which they get from their teachers. They have never had an exposure with these international and national coaches, and this is a great opportunity for them.
Kenya clinched a whopping 12 medals on the last day of the 2025 Africa Youth Games to finish 7th overall, with a total of 35 medals in the country's appearance at the Games. Mercy Kerubo began the medal rush with 3 gold in weightlifting. Then the 3x3 beach basketball girls team won a bronze medal by winning 3rd place playoff match. In total, Kenya finished with 7 gold, 11 silver and 17 bronze medals. South Africa topped the final medal standings with a total of 99 medals, shattering the country's previous record of 93 set in 2014. The Games form part of a broader qualification pathway for Kenya's youth athletes ahead of the 2026 Youth Olympic Games to be held in Dakar, Senegal. Manchester City dislodged Arsenal at the top of the English Premier League after thrashing West Ham United 3-0. Chelsea survived away to Newcastle United after coming from 2 down. So Arsenal plays Everton at 11. I will not say what it is about them having a chance to go. I don't know where in the league table. Good luck to everybody involved. Arsenal, Everton, 11. That's in about 50 minutes from now. Thank you for watching Citizen Weekend. I'm Yvonne Okwara, and Yula Nzale is our sign language interpreter. Good night.